Mendel's work and what was the reason behind choosing pea plant and what were the 7 contrasting characters. In the today's video, I will be proceeding with the same topics again, and what I am going to take today, that is your Mendel's law of inheritance. Now children, starting with the history of Gregor Johann Mendel. Now let us see that who was Gregor Johann Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel, his time birth from 1822 to 1884. He was known as father of genetics. Why? Because he was the first person to demonstrate the mechanism of transmission of character from one generation to another. Children, I have discussed a lot about all these things in my last videos. That why your Mendel was called as father of genetics. He was known as father of genetics as because he was like, or we can say that he laid the main constitution, the main foundation of genetics. So hence he was called as father of genetics. He was the person who discussed about that how the characters from one generation to another generations are transferring. So that is why he was known by this name. Then he gave the law of inheritance. This also I have discussed. But as we are discussing about the life history of Gregor Johann Mendel, so we have to discuss it again. So he gave the laws of inheritance and he performed his experiment on pea plant, and the scientific name of pea plant is Pisum sativum. And you all know that he has worked for about 7 years from 1856 to 1863. Now let us children move ahead. Now children, let us move ahead. Now the further points are that he carried out his experiment on self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now children, what is self-pollination? You all know from the childhood sections you are studying that transfer of pollen grains from the anther of male reproductive organ to the stigma of the female reproductive organ of the same flower. That is your self-pollination. And if I talk about cross-pollination, then 2 flowers will be needed, or the 2 flowers of 2 different plants will be needed, when the transfer of pollen grain will be taking place from anther to the stigma. So that is your cross-pollination. And I have discussed this point before also, that he was a person who has practiced his experiments on both the processes, because pea plant was a plant which was self-pollinated in the nature, as well the plant was having the capability of cross-pollination even. So hence he has carried out his experiments on Pisum sativum, on your self-pollination also and your cross-pollination even. Now next point again which has been discussed, that is that he applied mathematics with biology. I told you that his concept was not accepted by the future scientist, by the future genetist. Why? Because he used mathematics, all the mathematical calculations to give his records. But hence in his life history we are discussing, we have to discuss that he has applied mathematics with the biology. Then children, when he has given so much of experiments and all, so his work was also published. So his work was published by the title called as Experiment in Plant Hybridization. The title of his published work was Experiment in Plant Hybridization. Then children, one more important point, that throughout his life he kept on working on the genetics. He kept on working on pea plant, and he kept on saying that there are certain factors which are being transferred from one generation to the another generation. But children, till he was alive, his work was not recognized. There were various reasons which I will be discussing now in the later part of the videos. But his work was not recognized. When his work was recognized, he was recognized. His work was recognized after his death, after 16 years of his death. In about 1900s, his work was rediscovered by 3 of the scientists. I will be taking out their 3 scientists' names. So there were 3 scientists who have rediscovered the work of Gregor Johann Mendel after his death 16 years after his death in the 1900th century. Then children, I told you that there are three scientists who have rediscovered the Mendel's result on inheritance of character. Now let us know who were the three scientists. Now children, let us know the name of the three scientists who have rediscovered the work of Mendel after 16 years of his death. And the three scientists were Karl Lorenz, Hugo de Vries and Heinrich von Tesselmark. The main thing you have to learn is that learn the name Lorenz, de Vries and Tesselmark. These are the three surnames which you can learn. You can learn it for your memory, that who were the three who have rediscovered the work of Mendel's inheritance. Now Karl Lorenz, he worked on males and he has given the second law of Mendel. He has worked on the second law of Mendel, which was given by Mendel. So he has reworked on the. Then if I talk about Hugo de Vries, then he has worked on evening primrose. Evening primrose is a plant on which he has worked. And the third scientist is Heinrich von Tesselmark, and he has worked on different flowering plants. This is not the main purpose, only the names you have to learn, that who were the three persons who have worked, who have reworked on the Mendel's experiments, who have given Mendel a recognition again after his death. Now children, the main point which is very necessary to remember, that is this statement which has been taken from NCERT book, which is very important for the competitive point of view as well as for the board point of view. It is here what? That Mendel quantitatively analyzed inheritance of qualitative characters. Now the statement is having many words. Now the words are, first word is quantitatively. What does quantitatively means? Quantitatively means that quantity. Analyzed, he has experimented on that. On which basis? On which purpose? For the inheritance purpose. And then for the qualitative, it means that quality. Now let us understand that what does this mean? Statement means. Now I told you that children, Mendel was a scientist who has done a large number of experiments. It was not one experiment that he has performed on pea and he has given the conclusion that the factors are being transferred from one generation to the another generation. It was not so. A multiple number of experiments have been performed. Thousands and thousands of plants he has taken and he has grown, he has cross-pollinated, he has self-pollinated, and he has recorded the results on thousands and thousands of plants. So that is why the sentence has been mentioned here quantitatively. So he has quantitatively analyzed his work. His work, the analysis of his work was not only on one plant or two plant. His analysis was done on the basis of experiments practiced on large number of plants. Then, quantitative characters. Quantitative characters means that he has not practiced, he has not performed his experiments only on one character. Suppose if I take the character of height in the plant, the character may be, the height may be tall or it may be dwarf. But it is not that Mendel has performed his experiment only on that particular character. He has taken a large number of plants, I told you, and on that large number of plants, he has performed the height experiment. If I take another example of the shape of the the shape of the seeds. So he has practiced on this particular character on thousands of plants. So he has taken large number of qualitative characters. Height of the plant, shape of the plant, then your shape of the pod, shape of the seed, color of the flower. There were various characters on which he has performed his experiment on multiple number of plants. So this is what your sentence means, that Mendel quantitatively analyzed inheritance of qualitative characters. It means that Mendel, you are knowing it very nicely, that Mendel has practiced on generation, that how the characters or why the characters are being transferred from one generation to the another generation. But this practice was on large number of plants, and this practice was on each and every specific characters. So this is what it is very important for both the board point of view and plus for the competitive point of view, and mostly in the recent years this sentence has been given in the competitive purposes. So Mendel quantitatively analyzed inheritance of qualitative characters. Now children, till yet whatever I was discussing was the life history of Gregor Johann Mendel. In my last video I have discussed that why did Mendel choose the pea plant. I am not going to discuss it again, but I have discussed in one of the again part that what was the 7 contrasting characters, and nowadays a new trend has come that that all those 7 contrasting characters or all those 7 contrasting traits are present on which number of chromosome. So I will discuss that part again in my next part of video. Hope the life history of the Gregor Johann Mendel is clear to you all. Thank you.